Hello everyone, I am Renown Zero. We are back again talking about some announcements that are going to be happening next year, as well as a couple things from the Rippaverse, it would seem. Also, we're going to be talking about something interesting that EvS decided to say, which was absolutely hilarious, that he really thinks he's going to compete with the Rippaverse's productivity next year. So we're just going to end up getting into this with the Rippaverse Trinity pre-order. Of course, pre-order the Heroes That Made Us collection, ending in 4 days, 4 hours. Estimated fulfillment date is March 1st, 2025. Currently sitting at 777 total books sold, over 59,000 in total sales. Just doing a quick refresh, just to make sure we are up to date and accurate. But just so you guys know, there was an announcement put out for the Trinity collection by Eric himself. So we're going to just go through this really quick here. You know, merch will not be sold in the store directly after this closes. Only 1,000 hardcovers are available.
Issues of our most popular heroes: Isam #1, Alpha Core #1, and Yaira #1. The oversized hardcover will only have 1,000 prints, so once they're gone, they're gone. Also, the Trinity merchandise will not move over to the store after the collection window. Remember, this features a remastered Isam #1 with updated art from Cliff Richards and colors from the new series colorist Sebastian Chang. The collection ends January 3rd, so grab the Rippaverse Trinity Volume 1 while you can.
So yeah, right before this video started being recorded, I did get in my order for the Rippaverse Trinity Volume 1, the hardcover edition, because I enjoy hardcover books over softcover books because they're easier to place on shelves and display them. And I'm most likely going to compare and contrast the two between the floppy and the hardcover, you know, colors and lettering and all that good stuff. Probably do a video on it. We'll see how that goes. Of course, we had the Bloodroof collection, of course, over 20 more days. 10,843 total books sold. 598,000. Climbing towards that $600,000 in total sales. Interesting that somebody asked about a Horseman statue, and Eric does this. Last time Eric did this, he did announce, I think, an Isam statue or some type of merchandise. So, looking like it could be a thing. Now, I have suggested to Eric before to do something similar to what Iron Studios does with the Thundercats, where they make these smaller statues of every character and villain, like hero and villain. And I think that that's what he should be doing moving forward, in my opinion. But we'll see how it all shakes out, because that would make it easier for people to have and display the statues rather than having all these big statues for me personally. But my announcement that I do have is we're going to be having some returning guests scheduled for the channel in 2025. Starting on Friday, January 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll have on Mugen Lord returning as a returning guest to talk about Vampire Killers #1 from Venus Orion Comics. He will be launching it, I believe, on... It was going live on January 6th. Sign up for the pre-order campaign going live on January 6th below at this link. And then Wednesday, January 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll be having on Vaughn Coleman as a returning guest to talk about Phenomenova issue 2. It launches on January 3rd over on Fun My Comic. Now, also tomorrow, I will be on MSK's show at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So join us over on MSK's channel for a one-on-one talk. We also have a friend of the channel, a really good friend of the channel, having physical copies of his Under God Volume 1 being available on January 17th. I believe, at least in my opinion, his line work looks absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to picking that up. Anyone can tell you that you can't do it. I say screw it and make my own path. So there you go. And always remember, goon hard and goon often. I thought this was interesting too.
Eh?
So they have Cloud as Spider-Man and Tifa as Morgan. So like I said, goon hard and goon often. Now we have a tale of 3 indie comic companies coming, of course, from Tyler, which is going to be an interesting point that he's going to bring up. Here it says Rippaverse versus Iconic versus Allegiance Arts. I always found these pictures of Allegiance Arts hilarious. So much peacocking. This is why my Red Rooster was like 2+ years late and sucked. Allegiance had a lot of potential, but they ignored the core parts of their business that actually made them seem successful in the first place. The community that funded them, the promise of books to customers, responsibility. You kind of see where this is going. Mitch made himself seem like the most level-headed, responsible creator. He wasn't anything but. Getting books into Walmart sounds like a great plan on paper, but came at the expense of the backers who supported Allegiance in the first place. My $30 book became a $5 purchase, and others got it before me. Oh, and the book sucked because they don't use this person's original story and still had the audacity to put him in the credits. Eventually, Allegiance needs to recoup and bring back the old fans. The problem is they're burned. Mitch ditched the YouTube ecosystem and communication. I don't even think Allegiance is doing anything at this point, or if they have fulfilled their last couple of books. In contrast, Iconic Comics and the Rippaverse have always put their readers first and those who have been there from the beginning. How do they respect them? By continually putting out books, delivering them on time, and entertaining them. When you look at guys like Subcon, Pale Creepy, Douglas Ernst, Eric Canet, not only are they talented, but they are just top-notch individuals. Eric July has proven that he doesn't want to just make money on one book and leave, but he wants to build a legit business around his universe. He's here to stay. As for what us little guys can do, continue to make good books, focusing on building on audiences, and have a silly goose time. Drama is inevitable in this space, but what is undeniable is the work that is put out in the business reputation you create with your audience. Okay, end of rant, and these are pictures from Allegiance Arts. It's interesting to me that I've actually received more books from Tyler than I have from Ethan Van Sciver. So we also had Common America tweet out about this. That there are two pretty disingenuous rumors going around among low information American comic readers. One being that we paid for Japanese licensing agreements, and two being that we paid for cosplayers to showcase our work. So you can see that Common America is available in Japan on store shelves. And this was, of course, in response to Tyler. It says, as Tyler points out, a lot of faith is put into not only our own production, but also into readers to be our backbone. It took 6 years, but we achieved a level of visibility that we could never dream of. Hard work, doing right by your readers is no guarantee of success, but it also can't hurt your potential. That is one thing the Rippaverse and Iconic Comics have in common, as well as other smaller, dedicated creators and publishers. Now, I find it interesting that instead of someone like Ethan Van Sciver working on his books, he decides to stream snipe Tyler while he's actually drawing and making comics. Come on, dude, you can't be this down bad that you literally have to sit here and EFAP or stream snipe someone actually getting work done. You know, this is actually a book I'm waiting for, which I said, oh, look, a book I'm actually going to receive and read. I appreciate your hard work to your craft and actually getting me comics to read that I paid for. A Tale of Two Live Streams. Tyler, me, live streams while drawing his books and fulfilling them. EVS live streams, EFAPing me, drawing my books and fulfilling them. Come on, bro. You can't be this down bad. Especially coming from the guy who was constantly saying, Cyberfrog Wreck Planet second chance campaign this Sunday. These are old tweets, by the way. These are old messages, by the way. Reach out. Let's make it happen. Let me know if you want a cover for number 2. This is when ISOM number 1 was first starting, which is hilarious to see. Oh, man. So, 7 books that most likely won't come out. He said either Rainbow the Boot or Cyberfrog 3 will come out next year, LMFAO. All the ideas come from him, he says. Only 2 characters next year were conceptualized by Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett. All the other ones were created by Eric July. He just confirmed he can't compete. So let's take a listen to what EVS had to say, because this is absolutely hilarious.
Oh, I mean, listen, maybe I could Rippaverse goalposts. I would have to hire complete, different people to work on all of them. I've got Fearsome 1 and 2 that are going to come out. Let me count.
That you didn't draw.
My books. I got Fearsome 1 and 2. That's 2 books. I got Heather Swain 1. These are books that are almost finished, okay? I got Helephant number
supposedly
1. That's 4 books in 2025.
You didn't draw that one either, I'm pretty sure.
Let me see. What else do I got coming out? Heather Swain. And
as you can see, he's reacting to the debate that Eric had with Bob, Organized Chaos, which I believe his chat was agreeing with Eric the entire time.
We got possibly,
in my opinion, I could be wrong.
Mean Streak. I've got The Artist. Mike Barron's ready to go on that, so that's 5.
So you hired an artist, and Mike Barron's writing it.
And then I got Rainbow the Brood or Cyberfrog 3. One of those two is going to come out. So at least in 2025 we'll get one of those out. So that's 6. That's pretty good from just me. It's just me doing this.
You're pretty much not writing or drawing most of those books.
Do I have anything else? So if I got... Oh, I got Dale... Oh, Dale Keown! Dale Keown's book! That's 7. Dale Keown actually told me today he's doing layouts for the book that he's doing with me. Dale Keown's doing layouts today. He's like, I printed out the pages. I'm working on it right now. Unfucking believable. So, yeah, I mean, I can compete in a way. And all
You can compete in a way?
of my books are going to be good. And they're all in
Subjective, not objective.
one single universe. They're all coming from my brain.
I mean, majority of, like I said, the majority of characters in the Rippaverse were created by Eric July, minus Zaylin and Horseman.
Everybody loves Cyberfrog.
No, they don't.
Yeah. Nobody talks like... You know, the thing about it is Rippaverse Goalposts, whenever you guys talk about how great Rippaverse is, Cyberfrog always comes up. Like, you're
Because that's your main flagship thing that you mostly do.
comparing it to Cyberfrog. You're never comparing it to anything else. I don't even think about... You know, when I talk about Cyberfrog being great, I don't really even think about Rippaverse. I wouldn't
I highly doubt that.
never say Cyberfrog is so much better than... I would say Cyberfrog is... Cyberfrog stands next to books from the mainstream.
Oh, no.
I would say Cyberfrog is... Cyberfrog stands next to books from the mainstream that are great. Cyberfrog is as good as, you know, this or that, anything that I did for Marvel or DC, or other books that they're
You didn't write anything for Marvel or DC, as far as I'm aware.
putting out right now. Like anything DC's putting out right now, Cyberfrog, I believe, is as good as those books.
They're not putting out that many good things, though.
I don't even think about Rippaverse. They're not real comics.
Apparently, Rippaverse aren't real comics.
They're just not real comics, and yet you guys, like, always compare yourselves to Cyberfrog. It's amazing. Cyberfrog is like the center of the world. They don't compare. You guys don't compare your stuff to anybody else except for me, and it makes me realize how important I am. Very important. Hold on a second here. Invite Lil Watermark back. I think I said that. We answered that one already. Make BTM jealous. I like BTM.
It's absolutely funny. Interesting that you still can't compete. You really can't compete. Because 7 books to 12, not even counting Rippazines and other unannounced stuff, you really can't compete, my guy. It's really bad. Bruh. Alright, anyway, I thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button, comment below if you feel about this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video, go live on this channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.